Hello guys, today I'm going to discuss 20 best countries in the world in 2023's edition, and these countries have been selected on the Choice Awards. So let's get started. Europe dominated this year's list of the countries traveler readers have been choosing to go, matching what you were probably seeing all over Instagram. Now in its 35th year, our annual Reader's Choice Awards continues to capture the travel experiences our readers love best, from hotels and airlines to cruises and islands, plus odes to the properties that keep you coming back, meditations on beloved cities, and more. The numbers prove what we already knew. Enthusiasm for travel has never been higher, as demonstrated by the nearly quarter of a million of you who filled out this year's survey, and this year's list is a testament to the staying power of perennial favorites through thick and thin. Perennial favorites like Japan and Italy. Last year's winner Portugal once again tops the list, and then there are relative newcomers like Botswana and Sweden. And while each of these places have dealt with the challenges of the pandemic in their own unique ways, they are all welcoming us back with open arms. Now, here are the 20 best countries in the world as voted by traveler readers. Number 20 is South Africa. Tourism is big business in these parts, so the pandemic understandably proved devastating. Half a million industry jobs were cut in South Africa during the first year, and plenty of businesses were forced to shutter. But international visitors back in full force will now find a slew of new openings, including a revitalized weekend market in Johannesburg and new beach clubs in the heart of Cape Town, which join the illustrious ranks of the country famed safari resorts and wineries. Beyond the wildlife watching that has made South Africa a favorite destination for generations of safari goers, new adventure awaits around every corner. Take lessons with the country's first black African free diving instructor, the mermaid Zendal Nadolvo. Number 19, Turkey. Istanbul has always sat at the crossroads of the world where the thin ribbon of the Bosphorus divides Asia from Europe and East from the West. It's taken its position to new heights with a game changing international airport that opened in 2019 and gained fandom among our readers. For its modern design and impressive duty free shopping zone, returning visitors will find all the things they love about Istanbul still intact, from its minaret filled skyline to its thrilling food scene. But there are plenty of fresh offerings, including a burgeoning contemporary gallery scene in artsy karaoke. Further afield, the turquoise coast attracts jet setters with its traditional hammams and party centric resorts alike. And there is a brand new yet very old reason to head out east into Anatolia. Last summer, UNESCO inscribed the 8,000-year-old Arslantepe Mound on its list of World Heritage Sites. Number 18, Israel. Israel. Number 17, Sri Lanka. This South Asian nation packs a wall up in a teardrop shaped island that's only slightly larger than the state of West Virginia. Think high elevation tea plantations that are eye vibrating green, and national parks where sloth bears and endangered elephants roam, and friendly surf towns that, if you squint, might remind you of Costa Rica or Nicaragua 10 years ago. Number 16, Sweden. With its cutting edge galleries and effortlessly chic citizens, Stockholm will never go out of style, and it's constantly welcoming newcomers who are happy to help in the mission of pushing the envelope. Taking, for example, German artist Carsten Holler, who chose the city as a location of his first restaurant, Brutalisten, where he espouses a form of culinary minimalism he calls Brutalist Kitchen Manifesto. Number 15, Morocco. For travelers from the West, Morocco has always been a gateway not only to the African continent but to the Arab world as a whole. It's easy to romanticize the centuries old appeal of its rides, its thumping marketplaces, and its maze like Medinas, but don't ignore its equally vibrant 21st century culture. These days, creatives of all stripes, including boutique hoteliers, jewelry designers, textile makers, and visual artists, are drawing on traditional motifs as they look towards the future, with Marrakesh and Tangier, Marrakech, Marrakesh and Tangier emerging as hotspots for design lovers. The Musée Yves Saint Laurent Marrakech has become a pilgrimage site for fashionistas, and the city now ranks among the most important contemporary art hubs in Africa. Croatia. New direct flights from the US, massive word of mouth appeal, and a little HBO show about dragons have quickly catapulted this Balkan beauty to superstar status, and it has raised fears that places like Dubrovnik could go way of tourist clogged Venice. While the jewel of the Dalmatian coast is undoubtedly a must see, there's so much more to explore. Ireland. For American travelers, Ireland has always felt a bit like an old cardigan, cozy, easy, and comfortable, the kind of place you can take multiple generations of family members to trace your genealogical roots or to scope out centuries old castles and fireplace warmed pubs. Number 12, the Netherlands. Just how eternally popular is Amsterdam? The Dutch capital has become a poster child for over tourism, and it's devising some clever ways to combat the issue, from removing the famous I Amsterdam sign to potentially banning cannabis tourism. Another plan urges visitors to expand their horizons to very slightly off the beaten path neighborhoods like post industrial Amsterdam Nord. Spain. When the world's 50 best bars list was announced earlier this year, the top spot went to a Barcelona speakeasy called Paradiso. Paradiso, which is hidden inside a deli in the trendy Elbon district. Impressively, 4 of the top 15 bars could be found in Spain. Number 10, New Zealand. Ever since Peter Jackson cast his home country as Middle Earth in the Lord of the Rings film franchise, visitors have viewed this island nation as a place of almost mythical beauty, and it's back in a big way with Amazon's Prime. Italy. Particularly hard hit by the earliest waves of the pandemic, Italy remained frustratingly out of reach for many travelers who could only experience La Dolce Vita, La Dolce Vita vicariously, viciously through Saintly to United Kingdom. From the Queen's Platinum Jubilee to her death and period of national mourning, all eyes have been on the United Kingdom this year. Denmark. Chances are you already know about Copenhagen's second to none design scene, and it would renowned new Nordic cuisine, which shot like a bolt out of the blue when chef Rene Redzepi opened Noma in 2004. Greece. If it felt like everyone you knew went to Greece this year, that was very much by design. In need of tourist dollars, the country threw open its borders last year with fingers crossed that people would return, and they did by the millions. India. Befitting a nation that's often dubbed a subcontinent, India packs a surprising diversity of experience in its borders. After the requisite stops at the Taj Mahal or Mumbai's Gateway of India, might find yourself trekking in search of elusive snow leopards in Ladakh. Singapore. By now, you have probably heard all the cliches about the Southeast Asian city state. Yes, it's sparkling clean and uber functional. True, the Singapore Changi Airport is a dazzling architectural marvel, and its flag carrier your favorite international airline. Thailand. These Southeast Asian kingdoms' beaches have rightfully earned Thailand a reputation as a place to throw away all your plans and truly do nothing. Japan. In 2020, Tokyo was poised for its big close up as host of the Summer Olympics, complete with a new national stadium designed by Kengo Kuma and inspired by Edo period temples. Of course, things didn't exactly go as planned now that the country has reopened for visa free tourism. Portugal. It's not difficult to see why our readers love Portugal, which tops our list for the second time this year. The country has spent the past decade transforming from a budget minded underdog destination to a major player that can rival the likes of Spain and Italy. So, this was the list of 20 most great countries in the world in 2023. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.